the country, what would be assessment, of what you've seen and the potential that lies here in judo, in Kenya?
Sorry?
Your impression of the level of judo in the country.
Yes, I came here 3 years ago, and you know that we had a international tournament, Nairobi, that was African Championships, and they showed our improvement, especially the senior athlete, and finally comparing last year. That time we didn't win even single time, but this time many won, and one athlete Zedi have got the bronze medal. So yes, I have good impression about them. So,
yeah, sure. And maybe what would you say that has been key for them to perform, like keep on doing well and getting now medals? What has been key? What has happened to
I think just like they have good passion. So this is the best. It is very important, and evaluates their passion.
Yes, sure. Salim, I mean, you've been around as well. Just like I was looking at how many, especially in Africa, you've been to Zimbabwe as well, one of the countries that I was able to pick. But what's the prospect of this particular sport in Kenya? And you can talk about maybe also in Africa, elsewhere where you've been.
It's wherever I go in, like Zimbabwe, Lesotho, all those places in the continent. And like I note here, there's number one is how people that are keen, and the first thing I notice when I stepped on the mat is the engagement, and how people, they just the energy, the engagement, and the enthusiasm, that they're keen to learn, they're keen to just to keep evolving and progressing, and which is start to look good through the results, through what they're doing.
Sure. And Doreen has just mentioned about introduction of judo, especially in schools. How great will it be if it was included as one of the physical education in schools?
It would be amazing, because judo is not just judo. As we know, the history has been created in 1882 by Shihan Jigoro Kano as intellectual, as a physical and intellectual and moral education system. So it's not just about the physique or winning medals, but it's just creating a very coherent community. And so this is, and I see it is doing, I see the progress in Africa. From year after year, I see how things are progressing.
Sure. Doreen, how do you plan as a federation, to ensure that this rolls out in schools? And are you looking at maybe having it as part of the physical education programs in schools, or how do you want to get it into schools, and why in schools?
Okay, because we are having, right now we are having school championships, judo, with judo is included, from even to university championships, African championship, world championships. And judo in Kenya, we don't have a structure because the judo is not in school. So my goal is to bring judo in school. I'm going to use the International Judo Federation structure, which is called Judo for Schools, which they help support countries to start judo in the school. And then we are already having a pilot program for it in Kitui with the Alpha Foundation. So they have like a number of schools. We have other schools. We have Gidurai, KU Primary. We have schools that are already practicing, even in Mombasa, Malindi. And the biggest problem we are having is the mats and the judogis. But we are getting very good, nice support from the International Judo Federation. So the goal is at the end, judo should be integrated into the school program. That every school has a program for judo, like in the physical education. Because as he has said, judo is not just in the mat. Judo is a whole, it develops somebody as a whole, mentally, physically. So yeah, we are starting with the pilot project, and then we are planning to propose it to the Ministry of Education, if we can find a way to integrate it into the system of the of the schools.
The schools, sure. Yusuke, maybe just add on what Doreen is talking about on the importance of having this, especially in schools. So you're nodding your head, yes. Yes.
Yes, judo in school is very important for the Kenya also. It is, he said, Mr. Salim said, the judo is not judo. It's not only martial arts, not only combat sports. It is education. Like, I hope the Kenyan small kids learn the respect, modesty, anything from judo. I hope it.
Sure. And I'll maybe looking at maybe how it's really promising in the country. We saw how the youngsters like Kuloba, right, doing so well, participating, even going an age group higher in the competitions. What does that mean for the sport? And if it will be in schools, then great things will happen.
Yeah, youngsters, they started. They started judo with judo club. It's not school, but they have good community there in Rongai. So that is very important for them, not only judo. Like their life also, I believe it is very big things for them. So it is good.
It's great for them.
Yes.
For the young ones. Salim, looking at, in Kenya, maybe we can say the brightest point of this particular sport was when ZDD qualified for the Olympics in 2024, and we've seen how the federation has really, not missed a step, in making sure that we have more numbers. But when Kenya or athletes reach such levels, especially from countries which are not known to be good, popular with judo and all that, but what does such moments do for the sport, for the game?
If you ask me, means they're doing the right thing. They're doing the right thing. They got those athletes. They having the right support. And once they're supported with surrounded they got the tools, they got the infrastructure, but yes, they're missing, as she said, Doreen, the Secretary, General Secretary, she said, there are a few things lacks like anywhere else, and this is, I think they're working on it, and this is why one of the reasons why I'm here to sharpen the tools as well to give them the energy, the spirit, the booster, the new techniques, the new how the adaptation, how things goes in another level when they go and they meet international judokas.
Is a 10-day enough to do everything?
It's never enough, especially when the appetite is, the more you eat, the more you want, the more so like now is maybe today is the last day, and with the ceremony, and people are asking, I said, oh God, already went so fast. And because the joy, the fun, the energy, and the moments we shared on the mat, and off the mat as well it's unbelievable.
What did you see? What's your impression?
Number one, I see the engagement and the engagement, how they engaged in the curiosity. I show a technique, then they ask from different angles. And we kept it going and going without even realizing that the time of the morning session is gone. So this is it's the enthusiasm, and I've seen some skills. There's so very promoting. It is very promoting.
Sure. And maybe would you like second to come back again, especially to
as we say, inshallah, God's willing. Yeah. Yes, I mean always we say when the student is ready, the master appears. Yeah. So whenever they need me, I'm there with all pleasure. It's and they know already. So anytime they're having my support and everything.
Yeah. And how do you work with let's say Mr. Yusuke here, who's been in the country for 3 years? How do you partner?
Judo doesn't need language. Judo is just, we came in the mat together, and from day one, just the same thing. I met the Secretary General Doreen.
Sure.
So it's the passion there, the passion that I shared, and the time we shared on the mat, and this is so we're creating memories. Time goes, but the memories, they stay there.
Sure. Mr. Yusuke, how do you correspond the training that Mr. Salim has taught the young ones? How do you make sure that whatever he's taught is not lost? to the coaches that you work with locally?
Yeah, yes, he said judo is the my English is not enough level.
No problem, no problem. Doreen will translate for us.
Yeah, this time we have a great session from him, and yes, he taught us not only techniques, just philosophy and what is judo. It's the Kenyan many coaches. A lot of coaches, they learn that the philosophy and what is judo from him, so it was very good.
Yeah, sure.
Sessions.
Yeah, Doreen, talk about the Commonwealth preparations. Is it 3 players who are in camp?
We have 4 players in the camp.
Yes.
We have 2 male, 2 female. Who will be representing Kenya in the Commonwealth Games from 31st of August to 31st of July to 1st of August. The team has been preparing for a month now with Coach Utashiro.
Yes.
And they are very much enthusiastic, and we are very grateful to have been given this chance, actually, because normally we don't get as many slots, but because the performance is going up, we're getting more slots, and that is very appreciated.
Yeah. Maybe what's contributing to the good performances? We know that the Africa Championship was here earlier this year, and the performance was also impressive, but according to the federation, what's really contributing to the good result that we're seeing? Okay,
the good results is because of the efforts that the federation is putting into growing the sports. The sports is no longer cocooned in one area. We're spreading the sport, and then another thing that is motivating is when, like Kuloba, the kids from Rongai, they see her coming with a medal from African Championship. We have Zedi, somebody see the kids see this is a lady, the ladies even too, they are motivated to the sports. They see she's going to Olympics, she's going to Commonwealth. These are the things that are bringing people, because as you've said, judo is more than a sport. So like in Rongai, we have this community of judokas, civilians, who are very strong, and it's one of the strongest teams in Kenya. And what motivates them is they can see their peers. We have others going for scholarships in Hungary. We have people going to Olympics, Commonwealth, getting African Championship medals. So it's motivating more and more people to join, especially the young ones.
Yeah, sure. And you believe that the IHF has been doing enough to support?
Actually, IGF has been doing a lot to support us. For example, with the coach, with Salim, Coach Salim, we had support from the National Olympic Committee through Olympic Solidarity, and we also had support from the International Judo Federation, who chose the expert for us. So meaning they brought us the best, and they supported us in everything that for his coming and everything. So we are getting very much support. We're just putting in the work and taking any support from anyone we're getting to just move forward.
Sure. Salim, the impact of this, the Olympic Solidarity Fund, and also the collaboration between IIJF and local federations, how better can it be? And maybe you can just talk about the impact of this fund as well in, there's been enabled you to travel across the globe and also just pass the knowledge to the coaches.
Yeah, it's as you see, is the cohesion together, is they working together side to side, and it's helping it. It start to shows the fruit of judo now is everywhere all around the world. The places where they didn't have judo, now they're having judo. So it's very promoting and it's very evolving, and we see the results. They speak by themselves.
Sure. And looking at the countries that are maybe dominant, not to compare, but just to how can East Africa or Kenya borrow a leaf from countries that have consistently produced top judokas?
It's always, as we say, hard work pays off. And when you go, the discipline is there, and the belief, they have to have the belief. When they got the belief on them and with the resilience, everything is achievable. Everything is achievable, as we see. There's no big names on the paper, big names are only there, but not on the dojo like you see, even in football, you see everywhere. It's all what you produce on them. But this has to be gradually built up as long as there is this discipline and there is the the joy is there. I see it. The energy is there. Everything. They're having the support, and I cannot see why the results they are not going to just show up, which is they started already.
And when IJF is engaging you, you know, sending you across the globe in just transferring the knowledge, what do you think they want to achieve?
They want to boost those areas where, because obviously there are the names, they will say France, Holland, all with the Japan, Georgia, Russia, with those names are there, but they want to boost the judo and see the results coming, so to have well balanced, because this is the spirit and the philosophy of Shihan Jigoro Kano. It's a global. It's for judo is for everyone. It's not just for a certain people. It's for everyone.
And how do the coaches, local Kenyan coaches, you know, mix or marry the philosophy of judo into their daily life?
As I said, just through the days that I've been with them, in the morning and the afternoon sessions, and I see how their reaction and the energy, the involvement, how they're engaging, and that shows really that the willing is there. The willing is there, and it's a matter of time.
Yeah, sure. Before we have an explosion of talent. Is it true, Doreen?
Yeah. It's not before, but we already are having an explosion of talents. People come with the cadets, juniors. It's amazing. It's really amazing what the kids are doing. We are going to have a cadet and cadet championship on 6th of August. Just cadets and juniors to just showcase, because now they really need their platform. Before you just used to have the senior team. And now when you're doing the championship, we don't even have enough time to do both. So we are trying to now separate, to have juniors and cadets championship away from senior, because the game is growing and the kids are very passionate.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the rollout of the school in schools, judo in schools, when do you expect it to happen?
Judo in schools is a big project. We have to do the pilot project, proposals. So I think it will take 2 to 3 years to actually make it a reality. Because it's something that we have to do gradually, looking for funds, looking for resources.
Yes.
So I'm estimating 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
It will be on the rollout.
Yeah, Zimbabwe have it in schools as PE. Maybe where else are you trying to
and
borrow?
Zimbabwe, Zambia. I think they used the program I've told you about, the International Judo Federation. They used that program to grow judo into their schools. So. And every country works differently. So that's why we have to first test a little population, and then before we get the funds, the materials, the resources, and grow the sports.
Sure. Mr. Yusuke, just 1 second for you. How better can judo be in the country?
Yes, they start to learn judo, and I evaluate highly about them, not only technical side, just their passion and mentality also. I usually teach them a national team, and they have good as like human. So they learn from judo a lot of things. So I hope the young generation also learn it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Yusuke Utashiro, the IJF local coach, and Mr. Salim Bugofa, the IJF international coaching expert, who is in the country for 10 days, coaching more than 40 judo coaches, and Doreen, of course, the Secretary General of Kenya Judo Federation. She's given us a lowdown on what to expect. The 4 players, of course, heading to the Commonwealth Games, and what we should really expect from them. Of course, medals, nothing less, nothing short. But thank you so much for taking your time and making your time here for KBC Sports Check, and we hope to see you again next time, and wishing you, Doreen, and the Federation all the best as you prepare the team for the championship. Thank you so much for being with us. That's how we end it. Let's do this again next time. I'm Bernardo Kumo. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.
Kajiado, Entasuba. Ni habari njema kwa wakazi wa Kajiado. Burdan tunayo. Nosim FM sasa inavuma kupitia masafa yetu mapya ya 105.7.
Kitabautwa County Olkejuado.
Pata uhondo na burdan kemkem kwa lugha unayoienzi ya Kimaa. Ukiwa na Manga, Rongai, Mashuru, Kitengela, Ilbisil, Kiserian, Ngong au hata Isinya, stesheni ya Nosim FM inakupakulia mambo yote kupitia 105.7. Ni mwamko mpya na Nosim FM 105.7 Kajiado County.
Nosim FM, Osimlino.
The wait is over. KBC Iko Huduma Center. Starting with Nairobi, kupata huduma za KBC imekuwa rahisi. From digital guidance and signet services to booking of commercial adverts and documentaries. Visit our dedicated desks at Huduma Center GPO, Times Square, Makadara, Kibera or Eastleigh. Tunakungoja hapo. Whether it's a casual announcement or a specialized media solution for your business, we are here to serve you. KBC at Huduma Centers, moving closer to you. Your station, your service.